Don't let YouTube decide what information you get. That's your choice. YouTube is deleting our videos and cuts you off from a source of honest reporting. Make sure you don't lose access to NTD's news content, and take a quick moment to subscribe to our newsletter so no matter what happens here, you'll keep your access to a trustworthy news source.
People working for Southwest Airlines won't lose their jobs even if they don't get the COVID-19 vaccine. The airline said in a statement that they won't fire any unvaccinated workers. They say they don't want to lose any employee over President Biden's mandate, and that firing a worker over the vaccine, quote, makes no sense. Biden imposed a mandate on all federal contractors, which includes airline workers, requiring them to get vaccinated by December 8th. And Huawei has reportedly spent $500,000 on lobbying the White House since July, even as it's blacklisted. Experts warn the Biden administration to hold the line against Huawei.
Chinese tech giant Huawei paid $500,000 in 3 months to lobby the White House. That's according to a recent government report. The report states that lobbying was for issues related to telecommunication services and impacted trade issues. Huawei hired one of Washington's most powerful lobbyists, Anthony Thomas Podesta, in July. The disclosure comes less than a month after Huawei's chief financial officer, Meng Wanzhou, was allowed to return to China. Huawei was blacklisted by the Trump administration for national security concerns. The trade ban was expanded last August to prevent Huawei from acquiring U.S. semiconductors. Ajit Pai, former chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, issued a warning last December, saying Huawei is closely tied to the Chinese Communist Party on every level of the company. Pai says numerous security vulnerabilities were found in Huawei's equipment and said that could have been done on purpose. CNBC cited a White House official saying the release of the report has nothing to do with Meng Wanzhou, but still emphasized Huawei is untrustworthy and is a security threat, adding export controls against Huawei remain in place. According to Washington-based research group Open Secrets, Huawei spent nearly $3 million on lobbying in 2019 and over $1 million so far this year. Washington-based think tank the Heritage Foundation published a commentary in August, warning of Huawei's increased lobbying campaign, including the hiring of Podesta. The foundation urges the Biden administration to reject these lobbying efforts and hold the line on Huawei.
The Department of State is announcing a reward of up to $10 million for anyone who has information on the arrest or conviction of Colombian national Alvaro Pulido Vargas. The DOJ indicted Pulido for money laundering in connection with a foreign bribery scheme. He and others made personal profit off of contracts to provide food to the Venezuelan people. Pfizer is testing its COVID-19 vaccine on kids aged 5 to 11, and the drug maker says it's currently over 90% effective. The FDA and the CDC will make a decision on the vaccine for kids in that age group in the next few weeks. Pfizer said today they've tested the vaccine on over 2,000 kids aged 5 to 11, and the trial shows it's currently 90.7% effective. The drug maker concluded last month that its vaccine induced a robust immune response in the children. Earlier this month, Pfizer asked the FDA to approve its vaccine for kids aged 5 to 11, and next Tuesday, FDA advisors will decide whether to recommend approval or not. The FDA is expected to publish its review of the evidence submitted by Pfizer later today. Pfizer also says that it has expanded its clinical trial to improve its safety data, more than doubling the number of children enrolled. And a hospital in Maine is suspending emergency level care at its walk-in location due to a staffing shortage. The hospital says it's not due to vaccine mandates, but concerns are being raised about the impact state and federal mandates will have on the already labor-strained sector. Here are the details.
York Hospital in Wells, Maine is temporarily suspending emergency level care amid a staffing shortage. The suspension will begin Monday. It's not known how long it will last. In a statement Wednesday, the hospital said urgent care services will still be available. A spokesperson for the hospital told local media that an unspecified staffing shortage prompted the closure, adding it's a continuation of a 2-year nationwide labor shortage. The spokesperson stressed that Maine's vaccine mandate for healthcare workers is not the reason for the closure. The mandate will be enforced at the end of this month, and unvaccinated workers will face termination. Another hospital in the state is also reducing services ahead of the deadline. According to a local news station, Central Maine Medical Center, or CMMC, began turning away trauma and pediatric patients last week, citing unprecedented staffing shortages. CBS 13 News WGME reports that many of the hospital's staff members began resigning around the time Governor Janet Mills denied a request to modify the vaccine mandate. So far, at least 84 CMMC staff members resigned. The National Rural Health Association's warning that vaccine mandates could exacerbate the existing healthcare labor shortage in rural communities. The association's chief operations officer, Brock Slabach, told the Associated Press Thursday that hospital administrators have said they could lose anywhere from 3% to 20% of their workforce if a mandate is imposed. This, Slabach said, could cripple rural hospitals' ability to care for patients. Earlier this month, the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that while overall employment rose in September, the healthcare sector lost 18,000 jobs.
And conservative media outlet The Daily Wire has signed former ESPN sportscaster Allison Williams. She left the cable sports channel last week after the company denied her request for a vaccine exemption. Daily Wire host Ben Shapiro announced the news on his show Friday. Shapiro said Williams will lead a special sports series available exclusively for Daily Wire members. Williams, who's trying for a second child, said she chose not to get vaccinated after consulting with her doctor and a fertility specialist. This choice cost her her job at ESPN. But Williams said she couldn't put a paycheck over principle. Announcing her new job, Williams said, "When one door closes, another opens." She also said she's proud to be part of a company that fights for our rights. The Daily Wire has often prided itself on what they call uncanceling the canceled. Earlier this year, the outlet also partnered with actress Gina Carano after she was fired by Disney for making controversial comments online. The SPAC related to former President Trump's planned social media platform keeps soaring. Digital World Acquisition Corporation more than doubled, closing at about $94. It trades under the ticker DWAC on the NASDAQ. Trading was halted multiple times due to volatility. It's taking Trump's new social media venture public. Digital World has so far provided few details about the deal, which gave an initial valuation to Trump's media company of $875 million. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Don't forget to catch all of our programs on TV. NTD Evening News is on every weekday at 6:30 p.m. Find your local NTD channel at ntd.com/TV.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
There's reporting that can be trusted. There are programs that can inspire every generation. There is a television network worth watching and sharing. Our commitment is to bring you the facts and to show you the world. We won't be divided by politics, and we won't be swayed by the dollar. We believe in the strength of our nation and the hope in our shared humanity. We are NTD Television, and we are proud to bring you news you can trust and programs that make you smile. NTD Television, news you can trust.